So from high school through my 20s into my 30s, I experienced varying degrees of depression and lived in a perpetual state of anxiety, particularly social anxiety. My father also lived with mental illness. For him, it was periodic bouts of depression, so he would be symptom-free for years on end, but then a bout of depression would hit and it would completely consume him. This is what happened 5 years ago. A bout of depression hit, and over the course of 12 months, his entire joyful, loving, carefree, gregarious nature became completely obstructed and consumed by the disease until it culminated in suicide. This was the great turning point in my life, my wake-up call to mental health. You see, before my father's struggle, I considered mental illness to be a weakness in me. I saw it more as a character flaw than a disease. But during that last year of my father's life, I was able to witness this stark contrast between the man and the disease. And as I was able to recognize it in him, I started to be more and more able to recognize it in myself. And with that new understanding, rather than treating it as a weakness and hiding it from all of you and depressing it, hiding it in myself, I began to honor it and care for it, speak openly and honestly about it, heal it. The day after my father's funeral, I started a daily practice of meditation that has completely transformed my life. I stand here today, 4.5 years later, with a completely different headspace. Meditation has not only helped me to cope with depression and anxiety, but in so many ways it has helped me to heal from depression and anxiety. There's no doubt in my mind that had my father been introduced to meditation earlier in his life, his mental illness would have run a very different course. Now, meditation isn't a quick fix, but it is a real, genuine answer for mental health, and it's a reminder to all of us of our capacity for unconditional self-love. I'd like to share a song and a meditation with you all now that speaks to this. No worries if you haven't meditated before. It's a simple practice so long as you have the appropriate understanding. The biggest misunderstanding about meditation is that you're supposed to stop your thoughts. That's not it at all. In meditation, we watch and we witness our thoughts. As we do this, we start to realize that we are not our thoughts. And so we don't need to ride them through good, bad, and ugly, up and down, left and right, like a roller coaster. More and more, we're able to sit back and from a place of peace, watch thoughts come and go. Those that serve us, we can act upon. Those that do not, we simply let pass on by. And so now I'd invite you all to close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath. Focus on your inhalations and your exhalations. And allow your breath to serve as your anchor. So if and when your mind wanders, you simply notice the wandering, you notice the thought, and then gently return yourself once again to your anchor, to your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Be here now. Breathe here now together as one community, as one love. I choose to stand, though my head tells me otherwise. With my heart beating out my chest, singing hallelujah to whoever's listening. Can we let this kingdom come? I am loved before anything else. It's just sometimes I must remind myself. I choose to laugh in the face of depression, with all these tears running down my face. The truth of freedom is her joy and sorrow, no before tomorrow, only now. I am loved before anything else. It's just sometimes I must remind myself I am worthy of an unconditional love. I am worthy of an unconditional love. I am worthy of all the dreams that I can muster up. I am worthy of an unconditional love. And I choose to dance though my body is failing me, 'cause I am more than just these shaking bones. For far too long I've pushed you all away from me, but now it's time for us to know that I am loved before anything else. It's just sometimes I must remind myself.
Woo!
Deep beneath these layers and layers of thought, conscious and unconscious, and these layers and layers of emotion expressed and repressed, lies and lives in all of us the capacity for unconditional self-love and the power to heal. It's an honor to be here today. Thank you.